Late last night, your house was completely quiet. No TV, no phone, no distractions. And your dog wasn't asleep. They were lying there, still, watching you breathe. You probably thought nothing of it, just another normal moment. But actually, it wasn't. That moment wasn't about rest. It wasn't about comfort. It was about something much deeper. Your dog wasn't waiting for food, or a walk, or attention. They were waiting to feel something most owners don't even realize they're taking away. They were waiting to feel like they belong to you. Stay with me, because what I'm about to show you might completely change how you see your dog. Forever. There are 8 simple things your dog quietly hopes you'll do throughout their life. Most of them take less than a minute. Most of them cost you nothing. But the last one is something you will remember long after they're gone. And here's the uncomfortable truth. You might already be doing the opposite, without even realizing it. Welcome. If you care about what your dog is really feeling, not just what they're doing, make sure you subscribe right now. Because every week, we break down the hidden signals behind your dog's behavior, the ones most people miss. And once you see them, you can't unsee them. Now, let's get into it. Number 1. Might seem small, but it changes everything. Number 1. Touch them like you actually mean it. Be honest. How do you usually pet your dog? Most of the time, it's rushed. On your way out the door, while you're scrolling your phone, one hand on them, one eye somewhere else. You're touching them, but you're not really there. And your dog can feel that difference instantly. You think touch is just physical contact, but actually, to your dog, touch is attention. It's presence. It's a signal that says, in this moment, you matter. There's a real difference between a hand that lands out of habit and a hand that stays because you chose to be there. Studies on mindful touch show that when contact is slow, focused, and intentional, both humans and dogs experience a rise in oxytocin, the bonding hormone, not just in the moment, but afterward too. Dogs who receive that kind of attention don't just relax. They come back for more. They initiate connection, because now they trust it means something. So next time you reach for your dog, pause. Slow down. Let your hand stay a second longer than usual, because to them, that second is everything. Number 2. Say their name like it matters. You say your dog's name all the time. To call them, to correct them, to fill the silence while you're busy doing something else. But be honest, most of the time, it's just noise. Something you throw into the air without thinking. You assume your dog just needs to hear the sound, but actually, they're listening for something else. Dogs can recognize their name even when it's buried in flat, emotionless speech. They're always scanning for it, but recognition isn't the same as connection. When their name is paired with warmth, with intention, with your full attention, something changes. Their ears shift forward, their body leans in, their entire nervous system responds differently, because now it's not just a word, it's a signal that tells them you're included in this moment. You can say their name 100 times and it means nothing, or you can say it once, slowly, while looking directly at them, and it lands like a hand on their chest. So tomorrow morning, before anything else starts, say their name, just once. Look at them when you do it, and watch how they come to you. Not faster, softer. Number 3, let them lead you somewhere. You've probably noticed this without thinking much about it. Your dog used to pull toward everything, every smell, every corner, every little curiosity in the world. And then, one day, they stopped. Most people think that's a good thing. They say, my dog finally learned. But sometimes, that's not what happened at all. Sometimes, your dog didn't learn to behave. They learned that their choices don't matter. When every walk is controlled, when every direction is decided, when every pause is cut short, something inside them goes quiet. This is called learned helplessness. When an animal realizes that nothing they do changes the outcome, they stop trying, not because they're calm, but because they've given up. Research shows that when dogs have no control over their environment, stress hormones increase, confidence drops, and engagement disappears. But when they're given even small choices, everything shifts. Their posture changes, their curiosity comes back, their energy feels different, because now they exist inside the experience again. So try something simple. Next time you reach a corner, stop. Don't pull. Don't decide. Wait. Let your dog choose the direction. Watch their face in that moment, because what you'll see isn't just excitement. It's recognition. For the first time in a while, they were heard. But there's one moment in your dog's day that lasts less than 10 seconds and quietly decides how secure they feel with you. Most people miss it completely. Number 4. Come home to them on purpose. You walk through the door. Your dog is already there. Tail wagging, body moving, every part of them pointed straight at you. And what do most people do? They walk past, drop their bag, check their phone, say hello to someone else. You think you're just settling in, but actually, your dog is reading something much deeper. Reunions are not small moments for them. They are confirmation. A confirmation that the bond is still intact. You left, and you came back. Studies show that the longer a dog is separated from their owner, the more intense their greeting becomes. Not because they're just excited, but because they need to re-establish connection. And what happens in that first moment sets the tone for everything that follows. If you ignore them, the energy lingers. If you acknowledge them, everything settles faster. So the next time you come home, pause, just for a few seconds. Look at your dog. Say their name. Touch them, calmly, not matching their excitement, but grounding it. Because in that moment, you're telling them something they've been waiting to hear all day. You came back, and I see you. Number 5. Repair what you accidentally break. This one is harder to admit, because it means accepting something uncomfortable. You've hurt your dog before, maybe not intentionally, but it happened. You snapped at them after a long day. You stepped on their paw. You pushed them away too quickly. And then you moved on. You assumed they would too, but they didn't. Dogs don't just forget tension. They feel it in their body. And more importantly, they wait for it to be resolved. Research shows that dogs actively seek reconciliation after conflict. Not because of dominance, but because of uncertainty. Conflict creates stress. And the fastest way to relieve that stress is knowing the relationship is safe again. If that repair never happens, your dog doesn't become aggressive. They become careful. They hesitate. They hold back, not because they don't love you, but because they're not sure if it's safe to fully lean in anymore. So when something goes wrong, don't ignore it. Get low. Soften your posture. Quiet your voice. Let them come to you. That's how you repair the moment. And when you do that consistently, trust doesn't just survive, it deepens. Number 6. Love them enough to let them go quiet. This is where a lot of loving owners get it wrong. Your dog walks away. They go under the table, behind the couch, into another room. And your instinct is to follow, to call them back, to check if something's wrong. You think you're being caring, but what your dog feels is pressure. The inability to step away, even when they need to. Studies on choice-based interaction show something simple but powerful. When dogs are allowed to control when they engage, they become calmer, more social, more willing to connect. Because now, interaction is safe. A dog who knows they can walk away is a dog who never has to hide. So the next time your dog leaves the room, let them. Don't call. Don't follow. Just stay where you are. And wait. Because when they come back, and they will, they won't come back because you asked. They'll come back because they chose to. And that kind of connection is always stronger. Number 7. Love the version of them that's standing in front of you. You already feel this one, even if you don't say it out loud. Your dog used to run faster, jump higher, play longer. And now, they don't. They move slower. They sleep more. They hesitate before getting up. And part of you misses who they used to be. You think something is fading, but actually, something else is forming. Research shows that as dogs age, their bond with their owner doesn't weaken. It deepens. They become more emotionally attuned, more connected to your presence, more dependent on the consistency of your relationship. The dog in front of you isn't a lesser version. They're the final version, the one who doesn't need to prove anything anymore, the one who just wants to be close. So don't spend this chapter grieving the past. Meet them where they are. Slow your pace. Match their rhythm. Because loving your dog means growing with them all the way to the end. Number 8. Be the last thing they feel. There will come a time, maybe years from now, maybe sooner than you expect, when your dog enters a season that doesn't turn around. They'll sleep more, eat less, move less, and you'll feel it before anyone says it out loud. And in that moment, most people want to pull away because it hurts too much to stay close. But this is the moment that matters most. Not the walks, not the training, not the routines. Just this. Presence. Your dog doesn't understand what's happening. They don't know it's the last week or the last night, but they know if you're there. They feel the steadiness of your hand, the rhythm of your breathing, the calm in your voice. So don't leave. Not emotionally, not physically. Stay with them. On the floor if you have to, your hand on their body, your presence steady. Because in the end, you don't need to fix anything. You don't need to say anything. You just need to be there. Because if they could ask you for one thing, it would be this. Don't go. Just stay. Your dog is not just a pet. They are not just a part of your daily routine. They are not just there for the good moments. To your dog, you are everything. You are the center of their world, the place they return to, the place they feel safe, the place they measure their entire life around. And everything we talked about today, it's not about training. It's not about obedience. It's not even about behavior. It's about language. Because every small thing you do, the way you touch them, the way you say their name, the way you come home, the way you let them walk away, all of it is a message your dog is reading every single day. And the truth is, they've been speaking to you this whole time, through their body, through their silence, through the way they stay close or slowly pull away. So the real question isn't, does your dog love you? You already know that answer. The real question is, have you been answering them back? If this changed the way you see your dog, even just a little, tell me in the comments. Which one does your dog do? Which one are you going to change starting today? And if you know someone who loves their dog, but might be missing these signals, share this with them, because this is something every dog owner needs to understand. And if you want to keep learning what your dog is really trying to tell you, make sure you subscribe, because once you start seeing it, you'll never look at your dog the same way again. And if you're not ready to stop here, there's another video waiting for you, one that explains the silent signs your dog is losing trust in you. You might not want to miss that.